But that's fucking crazy. Anyway, so we're here, and the first time I'm on your solo show, we talk about a Prince Albert, and you just whip your cock out.
I've been known to do that,
and it was
much less now.
And
I was a dick out guy for a long time.
You had to cut back. Huh?
Yeah.
Much like the Bible, it's pre and post Louis. Whipping your cock out.
The winds they are changing.
Yeah.
And it was a majestic cock. It looked like the little bubbly fucking can right there, but it had a giant piercing in it.
It's pierced, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw like, because I've seen Zach's naked roast a couple times, and I'm always in the back, and I can see the piercing. Like bright as
like sniper glare, like in a video game.
It's like a North Star, like the fucking the Christians in the old Bible days when they were trying to find Jesus. That's what the piercing looks like.
The three wise men looked into the sky and saw Zachary's cock ring.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where Jesus is.
Come all ye naked.
Go to the north.
Yeah.
And you whipped out your cock, and I was like, this guy's a bad motherfucker. And speaking of the naked roast, by far the best part of Skankfest was your naked roast. I can't even explain how fucking epic it was. Thousands of people crapped up in this fucking giant camp at the secret room, secret group or in Austin. And me and Robbie were both there fucking drunk and high as fuck in the back. Shane Gillis is next to us.
Yeah.
And I kept taking my camera out because I didn't know anything. I didn't know that you can't record. And people kept going like, Figs, really? And I'm like, what? They're like, you can't record? I'm like, oh, just tell me I can't
Shane
record.
was going like wasted too. He was like, boo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Boo.
He's like, dude, it's fucking gay, dude.
This is fucking gay.
Dude, fucking gay, dude. Fucking got a piercing on his dick, dude.
Yeah, that was
epic. You came out like the lead singer of fucking Judas Priest. You had like a fucking kimono on, and I will never forget the way you flashed. You flashed your dicks like, and before we start, he just went like that, and everyone was like, oh shit. I mean, epic. One of the best. But I think it's that, and then it was fucking Lewis in a pinata suit. But those two things, it was
I love the naked roast at Skankfest, Greenpoint, because it was like the battles were actually really good. That one, I thought.
Yeah, sometimes the battles are a little dicey.
Yeah.
Was it comics or was it
the one in Houston? Were those were comics, right?
Those were local comics, but I think they were like just getting that one kid was good. And he's been traveling now. But yeah, I think some of them were just getting used to being on stage.
Oh, okay.
In New York, there's enough crazy people. That do comedy that would be willing to do it.
Yeah, or just guys who are like, I have a big dick, I'll show everybody. I'm
I
solid
mean,
at stand up. Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, it was
shout out Dwayne Cullen.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a lot of little guys. I think one guy had a hammer on him. And then there was that chick that everybody was like. Then the chicks, it was just like they would come up with towels, and you could feel the drool from the crowd. Like,
well, what happened was the first girl went up, and she did fine.
Yeah.
In the first battle in Houston, and then I think she lost. She didn't do bad.
Yeah. Nobody did bad. Everybody it was
fine.
A spectacle, regardless.
She lost, and then she like ran away from the battle. So then all the hoopla's over. Hang out for like an hour. And I'm that show exhausts me because I'm doing stunts and
you fucking. I mean, can I say the stunts? Fucking cracks out a fucking staple gun and starts stapling his head.
Yeah,
I was like, this is fucking.
Yeah, so it's a
roll.
lot.
It was fucking jackass. Yeah, it was cool.
It's a lot, and so I'm like exhausted. I'm trying to go out to the car, and the girl's boyfriend comes and grabs me. And he's like, "You help me find my chick," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, dude, she was on mushrooms up there, and she ran away naked. And I was like...
To the taco stand. I was right outside.
What? And he goes, dude, I don't know where she is. Her phone's dead. She's on mushrooms. She was on your show. It's your responsibility. You got to help me. And I went, man, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, my... Yeah.
And I just kept going. Because, like, there's no way I am looking... for this fucking hairy bush bitch on mushrooms running around Texas.
Was she the tatted one? There was one that was like tatted.
I don't know.
That sounds like an urban legend. There's a hairy bush bitch on mushrooms who runs around. She has no clothes.
Yeah.
And great jokes. She slings fire, rips, and raps.
She comes over and tells you to be a good boy.
And I was like, that is a you problem, my friend.
I know.
There's no way I'm helping you.
Why would you help with that? There's volunteers at Skankfest. Why would you help with that?
Who were all overwhelmed.
You know what?
It was every volunteer.
I think you were saying overweight. You were correct about that.
Everybody was fat and just like, we need more liquid death.
Yeah. It was like, oh, I hope I can go see Dad Meat.
Yeah.
I hope it just slows down enough for me to see Dad Meat. Yeah,
Robert Kelly.
all the Skankfest volunteers were really nice.
Everybody was so nice. Fucking all that mushroom talk, man. Yeah, mushrooms took some people at Skankfest. I think Dalton lost it on the fucking mushrooms.
It was more than
You
just
think?
mushroom.
Oh, it was more than mushrooms. Man, there's a naked girl with a hairy bush. She wants to be my waifu. You're like, what, dog? She wants to be my waifu.
I have a great picture from the green room of the smaller stage, and it's who's that Arab kid with the giant afro who comes out? Beecher.
Oh, Beecher. Yeah.
It's Beecher, Dalton, and fuck it, god damn it, I'm bad with names today. Who's the big black guy from the Wave from Roast Battle?
Oh, Jamar.
Yeah, it's the three of them sitting smiling on a couch together.
Oh my
And I'm like,
God.
what a fucking assortment of characters.
Those look like fucking John Crick-Falusi drawings, like all sitting together. Just like,
Yeah, it should be like an ad on the subway.
yeah.
It's the
With some
weirdest
poem on
picture
it.
I've ever seen.
It just says racial unity about it.
It was weird. It was just.
It looks like
so-
circus. Those look like that looked
Yeah.
like a circus.
It was the other collection of people that I loved. At one point, the green room was just me, Eddie Pepitone, and Miss Pat. And I was like, where other than a bus
Yeah.
would these three people be sitting together?
I followed Eddie Pepitone, and I was like, because I loved Eddie Pepitone in LA, and I remember he did a bit where he just like it was when Grown Ups 2 was coming out, so it was like Grown Ups 2 billboards everywhere, and he just comes out and he goes, "There's a Grown Ups 2?" Like that was the whole bit. He was like, "What? They didn't tell enough story in the first Grown Ups? They need a sequel?" And then I was backstage and I was like, "Eddie, you told this bit like 10 years ago, but it's like stuck in my head for 10 years." And he's like, "Oh, thanks, man. That's really nice." And so I have to follow him. And he goes out there and he's like, "Do you guys know about Grown Ups 2?" I didn't know he did that. So then I went out there and I told the story. I was like, when I saw Eddie 10 years ago, he did this bit about, I was like, and then I did that. I was like, he said, "There's a Grown Ups 2," and I got silence. I was like, I thought that was a pretty good impression. He had done the bit on stage right before me. He's like, "Yeah, we all just saw him fucking do it."